Welcome to Culture Collective, the podcast about art, lifestyle, and culture for Georgia State and Atlanta, presented by The Signal.
Hey everyone, you're listening to Culture Collective, broadcasting on the Signal Podcast Network. I'm Jazzy Young, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, DJ Mc Trill.
Hi.
He's a local Atlanta artist on the rise. So before we get into talking to him and interviewing and picking his brain, I have a couple of news updates for you guys. First off, my condolences are with Gene Wilder's family, the actor most famous for movies like Willy Wonka, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, and many more. He died on August 29th, so R.I.P. to the comedic legend.
Long live the Chocolate Factory.
He will never be forgotten. In more uplifting news, this summer a group of local artists, women in Atlanta, joined together to start a mural project in the neighborhood of Little Five Points. They are raising money to begin the installations, hopefully beginning in September or October of this year. So to donate money or find out more about the project, visit c4atlanta.org/project/Little5 Mural Project. You know, we all want to see that awesome artwork. They have a bunch of artists lined up, and it's all local, so it should be really good. Additionally, this is a really funny story I found online this week. Young Dro got arrested while playing at Georgia Southern this past weekend. According to Rodney Carmichael of Creative Loafing, Georgia Southern University is developing a rep for arresting Atlanta rappers who come to the school to perform. Last year was the Migos, and now it's Young Dro. Dro was arrested with 3 members of his entourage at Georgia Southern. Police officers said he smelled marijuana on them. The show was booked by an independent promoter on the campus of Georgia Southern. After inspecting their Chevy Tahoe, officers found some weed, a bottle of promethazine syrup, and a handgun. The basic pre-show starter pack. A judge denied him bond at his first court appearance on Monday. Future advice to all rappers considering offers from Georgia Southern: don't do it.
That sounds like a trap.
It's a trap.
But not like their kind of trap, like the wrong
kind of trap. The trap you don't want to fall into. And I was telling him before we started recording that I saw Young Dro back on when he played 404 Day, and he was so intoxicated he could not even remember his words on stage. He brought out like 25 guys with him on stage. It felt like they were all smoking blunts, drinking 40s, and he couldn't remember his words. He stumbled off stage halfway through the set, and then the rest of the guys on stage started rapping, but nobody knew who they were. People came to see Young Dro.
Yeah, so. Typical Atlanta rap show for you.
Exactly. So another big thing that happened this week, we got the VMAs. I'll just give you guys some of the quicker highlights of the show. But basically all you need to know is Beyonce killed it. Her set list went as followed: Pray You Catch Me, Hold Up, Sorry, and Formation. And you know, everything she does is like symbolic and just fierce and just laced with so many messages, and she's just such a queen. Hardworking queen out there. She really is.
With the culture.
She also held it down. She won Best Female Video for Hold Up and Video of the Year for Formation, which totals her VMA wins to 21. And according to Vox, it surpasses the amount that Madonna has won at the VMAs. So, you know, Queen Bee is getting up there in the ranks.
That's Black excellence for you.
So Britney Spears hit the stage again. You know what, 9 years ago she had that really awful performance for Give Me More.
Yeah, she did not want to be there for that performance. She was over it.
But she came back. She hit the stage with G-Eazy with her newest single, Make Me. She released her 9th studio album, Glory, last week on August 26th. So if you're a Britney fan, you know, go check that out. Rihanna pretty much, you know, stole the show too. Her and Beyonce were like the 2 biggest showcases that night, but she had a medley of songs that she performed. All of them were Don't Stop the Music, Only Girl in the World, Rude Boy, Work, What's My Name, Needed Me, Pour It Up, Bitch Better Have My Money, Stay, Diamonds, and Love on the Brain.
She did all of that?
Yeah, she did all of that.
Wow.
She did like a medley of all the songs. So she had, I think, 4 performances, and all of the songs were condensed into those 4 performances. But she killed it. I mean, she slayed that stage.
Go Riri.
She won the Video Vanguard Award, which is basically MTV's Lifetime Achievement Award. She's only 28 years old, and like, look at all those hits that she's had. She's stayed relevant ever since she hit the scene, what, like 10 years ago? So, you know, Rihanna's killing it. And it's kind of funny because Drake won an award for Best Hip Hop Video, but he wasn't there to accept it. It was for Hotline Bling, and the lamest reason and the most usual reason, he was stuck in traffic.
Wait, really? He was stuck in traffic?
Yes, he was stuck in traffic, and he had to present the Vanguard Award to Rihanna later that night. And he was just being so extra, like he professed his love to Rihanna like on stage. And apparently I heard on Hot 107.9 earlier this week that he had like bought her a billboard as like a congratulations, and like wow. Drake is just looking like a damn fool right now.
Yeah, basically. I understand Drake because me and him were born on the same day.
Oh yeah?
So like I kind of understand like his thought processes, but I mean like, I don't know, Drake is corny, but I can be corny too sometimes.
I mean, we all love us some, you know, little cheese. But it's just funny because, I mean, who doesn't want Rihanna? Like, she's such a bad bitch. Like,
and they're like best friends anyway, so it's just like, Drake is probably agonizing for Rihanna.
Oh god, yeah. He wishes he could have her though.
Stuck in traffic though, like you should have been in the VMAs like on time.
Right? And apparently, so it was in Madison Square Garden. So it's New York traffic, but still, I mean, if you're going to accept an award, like stop getting so high and just go to the VMAs. Get there on time. Oh yeah. So tell me a little bit about the music that you play and you produce.
I try and blend a lot of things. I do like a lot of rap and hip hop. I like club music, and I try to like venture off into like different parts of the world. My inspiration is for music. So I'm really like into ballet funk, which is music that comes out of Brazil. I like using like weird samples of like things from like different cultures, like you know, like Middle Eastern, like, you know, samples and like all sorts of things. I like putting things together.
That's awesome.
You know, I like mixes.
That's super cool. How did you get started in playing in Atlanta?
Well, my first DJ gig was actually on New Year's. It was like 3 years ago, and I actually DJed from my iPod. And
wait, was that at that loft party?
No, it was at that party where other people got stabbed at. Do you remember that?
No.
You remember that happening? Yeah, it was like 2000, like coming in 2013. It was this party I quote unquote DJ'd, and like some foolishness went down, and like 6 people got like injured because of like there's all sorts of like sides to the story, like obviously, but yeah, that was like my very first DJ gig, and like I just kind of got like pushed into
Atlanta.
it. Yeah, and I kind of just got pushed into it, and like it just kind of just like happened, you know.
That's awesome.
Universe telling me things I should be doing.
Definitely. So tell me about like some of your biggest inspirations that have gotten you to the point that you're at right now.
That would be MIA.
I know
MIA
you love
is
that
the
girl.
only person that inspires me, the only one other than me, obviously. Yeah, she just inspires me to be like resourceful, like work with what you got, and like, you know, beat the odds. And that's why like I look up to her so much, because I can relate to her more. The more I can like how people relate to like Beyonce, Lady Gaga, you know what I mean? And she's just like, I don't know, everything that she does I can just relate to, and like I'm definitely like more inspired to, you know, make things happen like the way she does, despite like odds being against her.
What kind of, I mean, just, you know, for me to know, what kind of odds has MIA been against? I mean, I love her music, but I don't know that
well,
much
you know,
about her
just being a refugee and coming from like a war-ridden country, which is Sri Lanka, you know, it's like going from one place to another, and like, you know, losing family members, and just like, you know, being caught in the middle of war, and just being a refugee, and you know, like,
that's definitely hard.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to like if you're like a refugee and like, you know, don't speak any English at all. You're like going, like she went to London from Sri Lanka, so you know, it's not speaking English and just like, you know, having to assimilate a different culture and like different like lifestyle and like, things like that. And you know, people don't understand that refugees and like people that come from like war, like they have it like really, really hard.
Yeah,
as far as like, if they're trying to like do something.
And we see that a lot actually at this Georgia State campus. For Clarkston, you know, when I took classes here, there's a lot of immigrants and, you know, refugees that do come here. So I know that that's definitely something that is prevalent even in Atlanta, and you know, not even just London, but
we're all humans. We need help.
Exactly. But that's awesome. I love MIA. She's definitely an inspiration. She's, you know, I love her music videos. Like everything she does is just super eccentric.
She just goes hard in the ways that I try to go hard. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate her aesthetics for things. And that's why she kind of inspires me to like mix things, because like she kind of has like a world sound. So that's why I'm kind of like you have an affinity towards, you know, like experimenting with different sounds and like samples and things like that.
Definitely. So tell me about, you know, some of your bigger accomplishments since you've started DJing. Is there anything that you've done that you're super proud of?
Other than like playing my first out-of-state gig this past week, or gigs rather, that's really.
So tell us a little bit about.
Well, actually, other than like MIA following me on Twitter, that was pretty big. That was a pretty big moment. That
is awesome, because she only follows like 600 people.
Yeah, and like this one day, like 2 months ago, she followed me, and I literally like fell off the desk. That's definitely my biggest compliment, is her following me on Twitter.
So do you think, you know, maybe one day down the road there might be an MIA DJ Mc Trill collaboration?
That's what I've been working for. Like that's why I kind of like just went into DJing, because I figured that could be like my gateway into working with her or for her, or at least being her best friend or something.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Well, was it MIA, or I think it might have been Rihanna, that there was some chick she was following? I think it was Rihanna for the Bitch Better Have My Money, or it could have been MIA for Bad Girls. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the two, and there was this chick that they followed on Instagram, and she just had this like really unique style.
That was Rihanna's video.
Okay, Rihanna's video.
Yeah. Because I saw that same girl on Tumblr like before like Rihanna like said that's where she found her from, or like Instagram rather, but yeah.
So maybe that could happen to you. Basically, they just like found this girl, and Rihanna messaged her and was like, "Hey, I really want you to be in my music video. You have like the right style and everything that I'm looking for." It's funny
because something kind of similar like that happened to me. Like MIA's like best friend used to follow me on Tumblr, and like he was at her house like one day, and he was like going through my blog, and he like showed her like a picture of what I looked like. And like my hair was green at the time, and she like told him that she liked the aesthetic of my hair. And like that was like years ago. And so like she knows what I look like, and then she like followed me on Twitter, so like
so she knows you.
She knows me, so one day, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. That would be amazing.
Be discovered.
I would definitely love to see that happen.
Yeah, everything I'm doing is for her.
I love that. So do you have any events? I know you told us about the 2 this weekend that you're playing, but are there any other events that you have coming up that you want to talk about?
I do. I have a monthly party called Bounce. This party focuses on the music that comes from New Orleans, you know, bounce music like Big Freedia and artists like that. And it kind of also blends in like with like the Miami-based scene type of like music and things like that. You know, we also, you know, play more current stuff. But yeah, it's just a party for people to come just dance. And we have like a segment where we have a twerk lesson.
That's awesome.
We have a dance instructor. Her name is Virginia, aka Remedy. She comes in, she does like a 15-minute like segment of like teaching people how to twerk, and then we just get back to the party.
Yes. Okay, wait. So can I ask you to twerk right now? Will you twerk for us on camera? You don't have to. You don't have to. But I mean, I see your videos on Facebook, and this man can twerk. He can twerk.
I mean, I'll twerk for the culture.
All right, twerk for the culture. Let's do it.
I don't really have a beat, but I mean, you know, I can just like, you know, just bring it over and just make it pop.
I love it. All right, guys. Well, that is this week's episode of Culture Collective.
That's all you need, is just a quick booty bounce.
Make sure you come check out DJ Mc Trill. He has a monthly bounce party
every second Saturday of the month, so come check us out at Memo Gallery.
And where can people buy tickets, find you at? Facebook.
There's no tickets, it's a $5 cover.
Awesome.
My Instagram is at SpookyNick. It's SP00KY. If I'm allowed to say that on y'all's website.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We might just leave it out, but
yeah, just Google DJ Mc Trill. I'll come up. You'll see.
DJ Mc Trill. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome. So stay tuned, guys, for next week's edition of Culture Collective. I'm your host, Jazzy Young, and I'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
You have been listening to Culture Collective, hosted by Jasmine Young, produced and edited by Ben Abrams, with music used by courtesy of Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com. Culture Collective is a presentation of The Signal, the independent student newspaper of Georgia State University. For more content, stories, videos, and our podcast, you can visit our SoundCloud page as well as YouTube and our website, georgiastatesignal.com.